Alright guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. My name is Prince Sammy, social worker. In today's class, I'll be talking about social work and abuse in the family. Social work is a practice-based profession, an academic discipline that intends to promote social change, social cohesion, empowerment and liberation of people. How do we liberate people? Liberation has to do with freedom. Freedom from abuse, freedom from problem, freedom from social problem, or freedom from relationship that is abusive, or freedom from family abuse. Because in this class, we're focusing more on abuse in the family. Abuse in the family are harmful abuse that happen and occur in all families around the world. And this abuse can be seen in three ways. Abuse towards child, which can lead to emotional, neglect, sexual abuse, etc., or abuse towards the elderly, and abuse towards marriage. Social work intends to study this abuse so as to help clients restore their inner peace and enhance their social functioning. In a marriage, if there's no peace, there's chaos. Abuse occurs all over the world in different categories and different perspectives. It can be from children to parents, from parents to children, or from husband to wife, which can be intimate partner relationship in social work. This intimate partner relationship is an abuse or violence committed in the sole aim to achieve a self-desired wants, not putting other partners' feeling. And this abuse are highly studied towards the women. But other countries, this abuse can be studied high towards the men also, which means that a man can be abused, a woman can be abused, but it's more highly focused on women. And this abuse starts from a stage which in social work we call it cycle of violence. This cycle of violence is a wheel, like a wheel, and this wheel is being driven or it keep rolling on an element which keep him to keep rolling. This element help the wheel to keep rolling, which is hope that the abuser will change, love you have for the abuser, and fear of what will happen or what will happen to the children if you leave. This three element is what is keeping the wheel of cycle of violence to keep rolling. And this abuse in the family or in marriage, they all started from a stage. The first stage is called tension building stage. This is the stage the abuser starts showing signs of violence towards the abuse. For example, the man starts showing signs of abuse. Remember, before you marry the man, he was not abusive. Someone say, before I meet my husband or if I meet my wife, she's not abusive. But these are the signs you look into. This will help you to start noticing when your partner start being abusive towards you. The first stage I will say again is tension building stage. This is the stage the abuser starts showing signs of violence. For example, he will just walk into the house or she walk into the house. She will start creating scenes that's not supposed to be. These are the signs. 2, crisis violence. This is the stage the abuser starts abusing the partner by what? High tones, wrong communication, abusive words, even shouting and condemning anything and everything the partner do. For example, before now, the partner will come to the house and sees his partner clothes on the bed. They will not find an offense. They will pick it and arrange it. But when the abuse starts happening, they will see that as an offense, start shouting, "Come on, take away your rubbish clothes away from here." These are signs of abuse, and most times even leading to physically abuse that partner due to miscommunication. And the third stage is the seductive calm honeymoon. This stage is the stage whereby the abuser starts noticing that yes, he has been abusing his partner. This stage, the partner will go outside, get refreshment, get ice cream, get gifts, get those sweet things the partner like, just to apologize to the partner. And the partner, the attribute of that abuse is called stress, high blood pressure, and traumatic disorder starts coming in. The seductive calm honeymoon stage, when the abuser have gotten the abuse gifts, these things will come into play. Love will return to the house. Fear of, if I leave this marriage now, what would be for me? And hope that yes, he will change. He have apologized to me, he have begged me, he have got me gifts. Yes. She will forgive because of love, fear, and hope. A lot of women or men affected by this abuse, or that have experienced this abuse in the family, does not want to leave their relationship or their marriage because, one, lack of resources. Most people who are under abusive marriage, they don't want to leave because why? Lack of resources. 2, lack of education. 3, tradition or the religion. 4, their institutional response. I will explain this. Why people does not even leave this abusive marriage is because, 1, lack of resources. The women or the women or the men do not even have resources after leaving the marriage. If he should leave the marriage now, how is she going to sustain? That's one of the things you put in his mind. Say, if I leave, how will I sustain? Let me just stay in this abusive marriage. 2, the tradition or their belief. Some tradition is against you leaving your marriage, or you even divorcing. Why some believe even is against it not to leave your marriage. And 4, institutional response. You will see an abusive partner, we run to institution body that will help him or her. The institution will say it's a family problem. Take it family will handle it. Most times family treats abuse not in the right way. And the institution that they put hope on that is going to help them out with abusive relationship, and they're not even helping them and referring them back to the family. And lack of education. Most women are not educated. There are some theories that explain abuse in the family. The first theory is feminist theory. This theory is on the view that abuse happens in the family because society has given right to some gender to dominate the lesser gender in the family. And why the lesser gender should suffer. And they believe that when trying to balance these rights, abuse occurs in the family. I'm going to explain it in a different way. For example, we all know that in some society, the men are the superior being. And when the women try to make this right balance, the men find it as an offense and abuse starts coming in the family. That's what the feminist theory is trying to explain. Another number 2 theory is the social learning theory. This theory is on the view that abuse occurs in the family because of the attitude we learn while growing up. So I will explain this other theory. It states that another view is that we tend to learn abuse from our origin, where we are coming from. For example, a child that grew up in a ridicule environment, seeing his mother and his father fighting all the time will tend to also manifest abuse in his own marriage. That's why it's very important when you are having a little dispute with your wife, don't do it in the front of your children. Number 3 theory is the system theory. This theory is on the view that abuse happens in the family because the society is not working. The social institution or social structure put in place to tackle abuse is not working. And this may keep bringing abuse in the family. Just as I've explained before, I say the institution is one of the reasons abuse keeps happening in the family. Yes, in some countries, abuse may be on a low rate. But in African society, abuse is on a high rate because the institution is not working. And they put first the tradition and their belief. This keeps happening and bringing what? Abuse in the family. And this gets more higher towards the women. In most countries, abuse can be more triggered towards men. But in African society, abuse is higher. Number 4 theory is the hostage syndrome theory. This theory is on the view that people have finally decided to stay in their abusive marriage because of the fear of leaving their abusive partner. When they leave the abusive partner, this partner may come after them to kill them. So they are afraid of leaving. Because some abusive partners are very strict and they'll be like, if you leave me, I'm going to kill you, I'm going to kill you, I'll kill myself, I'll kill the children. And this has bring fear in the heart of the abused and say, I'm not leaving, I will just stay here. Survivor theory is the next theory. This theory is on the view that abuse want to leave the abusive relationship or abusive marriage. They tried to put some mechanisms or some method on living by calling people for help, reacting back, exchanging words with the abuse, and calling family member to fight for them. Yes, we have seen this in various society. When a lady is in an abusive relationship, most times when he's fed up, when the abuse will trigger some certain abusive word, the abuser or the abuse will also respond back, and this may lead to physical combat. They don't care. All they want is to leave the abusive relationship. Remember, the cycle of violence, it all started from the tension stage, whereby the abuse is showing sign, is showing sign, is showing sign. Most persons don't even wait. Once you show the sign, they are out. I know a lady that told me that the day my husband will lay his hand on me, that day I'm leaving, because it's a sign that he's going to do it all over and over again. The next theory is attachment theory. This theory is on the view that abuser become attached to the abuse, all in the name of love for him, fear, and hope that it will change. I know of a lady very well. She said, if my partner did not beat me, he did not love me. That beating is an example of love, and beating is an example of correction. What? Seriously? I was like, are you for real that you appreciate your partner to beat you as a sign of love and correction? She said yes. Wow. I guess this theory is for you. You're already attached to that. People are already attached to violent marriage or abusive marriage. They want to leave. There's nothing you will tell them they want to leave. Learning helpless theory is the next theory. This theory is on the view that the abused accept the abusive relationship as a way and part of life God have chosen for them. That is not true. That is not true. They feel that this is how life have made them. That is what they have chosen. because of one religion, and people will laugh at me if I leave this abusive marriage. People will laugh at me. People will tell me that I want to my house and I'm a divorcee and all that. No, it's better you have life than you die in abusive relationship. Some will say, oh, I have children, I don't want to leave the abusive relationship. If I leave, my children, I know if a lady very well. The marriage was so hot, very, 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 very hot, very hot, and she have 6 children for that man. She left when the abuse is going to a high rate, even involving using machete and pistol to fight, to hit that lady. The lady left the marriage. But note, she left, she did not divorce. She left, she gave the man time, she gave the man privacy, she gave her time, she just left to have inner peace. But today, the woman is doing well, the children are doing well. So guys, what I'm trying to say, a social worker, I'm not advising you to leave your abusive relationship or to divorce your husband. I'm trying to say that these are the signs of abuse and these are the theories that explain abuse. But if you are facing abuse in your marriage, in your relationship, speak out. It is time for us to speak out. Look for a social worker, look for a counselor. Engage yourself to a clear process. This will help you. Otherwise, the end may not be nice. Because of your children, speak out. There are still people out there who intend to listen to you, who get to help you out of your abusive relationship. Don't stay and say, this is what I'm choosing for my life, let me stay in this relationship. No, that is not true. Come out from it. Look for tangible response, look for tangible helper to help you out of that abusive marriage or relationship. Reasons why it's difficult to identify abuse in family in Africa. Let me tell you something now, guys. The African society, the abuse is on a high rate, unlike the other Western country. Because one, culture. They hold strongly on their culture. Their culture has made it understand that when you go to a marriage, when you go to the man is superior. The culture has made it understand that the man is superior over you. The man owns you. The man is your owner. And secondly, you are supposed to give that man all respect. Even though he's abusing you, you still respecting that man. But that is not true. Thank God for organization. I thank God for education. We have learned very well. That is not true. Most men tend to take this advantage because of the bride price they paid. Most family ask millions of naira just to marry a lady, and this man will feel like, wow, that's me, I bought this woman, she's my slave, that's my wife. But note, your wife is not a slave, your wife is your wife. 2, religion. People who strongly their religion say, I'm a Christian, I'm a Muslim, I am this, my Bible, my Quran, my this have made me not to leave my abusive marriage. I will stay. But that's not true. That's not true. 3, they feel if they leave the marriage, people will laugh at them. Stigmatization. People will laugh at them and say, look at you, you marry, you are back from husband's house, you're not ashamed, look at you. Oh, let people talk. Let people talk, people say all to say, and save your own life first. 4, norms, the laws, the value of the tradition. Men are the people who made these norms and value. I will advise you, if you are in any abusive relationship and you are listening to this video and you're watching this video, be in marriage, being even in a normal partner relationship and already abusing you, don't marry such a person. Take time, study your partner before marrying your partner. Look at, marriage is not relationship. Marriage is for better, for worse. Make sure you study your partner, that this partner is not an abuser. Going further to the reason why it is difficult to identify abuse in the family. The authorities. Look at very well. If you take your abusive issue to some social institution in Nigeria, they will tell you it's family matter. Go, let family handle it. And most times, family will never handle it. Just look at this. We work with the clients who the father is sexually harassing the daughter. And the mother noticed that and raised an alarm and run to institution to help her that issue. The institution said, no, go back, let the family handle it. And the family handle it. Look at how they handle it. The man will do cleansing. The man will buy this. The man will buy that to do cleansing. What about the child's feeling? Are we going to keep doing this? Let the institution work and reduce the rate of abuse that is triggered towards the women. Now, the roles social worker play in abuse in the family. 1, promotion of women and men human rights. 2, intervention with victim or family that is being abused. 4, cultural orientation. 5, women and men empowerment. And 6, national integration law. These are the roles social worker play in ensuring that its abuse in family is being brought to zero. So guys, I don't know, you may know more or you may have a contribution about abuse in the family. Just comment, drop your questions, drop your view about abuse in the family. So we talk about it, and we also find a way to keep doing publicity and awareness about stopping abuse in the family. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.